Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought, because my last video was like a shop my stash, because as you guys know, if you watched the other video, I've been on a current no buy. So I thought I would bring out some palettes that I've forgotten about. The two I've chosen is the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette and the Tarteist Pro palette. Anyway, so let's get started. I'm thinking of doing like a holiday glam look, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna prime my eyes. I'm gonna prime my eyes with the P. Louise base as per usual. I'm just going to put a little bit of this though. Yeah, I won't put too much of this. Again, sorry about my squeaky ass chair. I like to start with my eyes first. I don't know, I feel like it helps the makeup look a lot cleaner at the end. So I'm just using like a dense, fluffy, I don't know, what would you call this? Packer brush, shadow brush, concealer brush. Just to apply this all over my lid. This base is really good, especially for colour, when you're using colours. Because it's so sticky and wet, the products just attach to it so nicely. And I don't ever have an issue blending my eyeshadows out with it. Alright, so if you haven't seen these palettes, this is what the Tarte palette looks like. You know, it's got your colour story, then your shimmer. So these are all mattes here and these are all the shimmers. And it's got, you know, your purple colour story, your cranberry colour story, your neutral in like a cool and warm. And then the Too Faced one looks a bit like this. Now again, it's got the colour story. I have used the glitters quite a lot, as you can see. It's quite, you know, dug in there and a bit messy, but I actually haven't used it in a while, so I'm thinking using the both for a look. I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I might not even end up using the Tarte one, because I kind of want to do like a really glittery Christmas look. So I think then, okay, so I'm going to definitely go into this then, and I might take a mixture of these two shades right here, because they're a bit darker than the one in the palette here. So I'm gonna apply them on my brush. This is the Zoeva 223 Petite Buffer brush. And do I want to do a halo eye? No. So I'm just gonna start applying that on my outer corner. Maybe I'll zoom you guys in. Hello there. So I'm just applying it into my outer corner, and then I'm going to start bringing that into my crease, just to start deepening that up. I'm going to then switch over to a more fluffier brush, again with those two shadows, and then I'm going to start really like buffing that out and start to blend it out. I feel like cool tones are so underrated. I'm gonna try and just focus this just mainly on the outer corner. I don't think I want to bring it into the inner corner as much as I usually do. Just really want to keep the darkness focused on the outer portion, and just a little bit here in the middle, just to start giving my eyes a little bit of definition. So it's going to look something like that. And then I'm going to go in with the Too Faced palette, and I'm going to pick up Fancy That, which is a really cool tone greyish brown. And I'm going to start applying that all into my crease, and to help me start blend out those two shades. And I'm going to really work that in. So this shade is like dark enough to give my inner corner some definition, but not dark enough where, you know, it's like too much, like my outer corner. Going back in with those two first shades that we used, that we mixed together. Just gonna amp them up, really darken them. And then again, just going over with my brush, really just working on my blend. Okay, so you're going to end up with something like this. Next is the glitter part. So I'm going to grab this glitter, I'm just going to grab it on my finger, because now I don't have nails, so I can. And I'm just going to tap that just over the lid. You don't need any glitter glue or anything like that. And I am tapping it slightly over the dark shade. Okay, then once again I'm going to go in with my blending brushes and tap over the edges. I'm not too worried about getting the glitter in my crease slightly. I feel like it adds like a nice holiday touch. Alright, I just want to darken my outer corner slightly, so I'm going to go into the Tarte palette and just get the black there. And I'm just going to literally try and focus this just here on the very outer portion of my eye, slightly winging it out, not too much. I don't want to like massive wing or anything like that, just enough like to lift my eyes. And because it's eyeshadow, it's forgiving as well, so if you stuff up, it's okay. You can just blend that line out just enough to give, you know, a touch of darkness. Just gonna take my wet wipe and just kind of like clean up the very edges and any fallout, and then it's time for face. Alright, first I'm going to prime my eyes with the Ulla Hendrickson's Banana Bright Primer, and I'm just going to use my fingers to like work that in. I'm really massaging it in. It just adds like a nice, you know, like it lifts your skin up real nice. Next I'm going to use this Mecca Cosmetica illuminating drops, and as you can tell I've nearly finished it, so I'm really excited for that I've nearly finished it. I'm just going to apply that mainly to the tops of my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, my hand. I'm just going to really blend that out with my fingers as well. Next, I'm going to use the Maybelline Satin Liquid Foundation. Again, I'm about halfway. I've just shaken it up, so that's why it looks, you know, full. But I'm about halfway with this. So I'm doing good. Doing real good. Alright, I'm just going to use a brush. This is the e.l.f. 103 brush. I'm going to start in the center of my face, working my way out. I'm kind of like dabbing and flicking, but I'm really making sure that foundation gets really worked into my skin. I would say that this foundation is like medium to possibly full, like you can build it up definitely. So I've applied a light layer of that. Now I've picked up a trick from Patrick Star where you use cream concealer underneath your liquid, and let me tell you, it is, I'm actually currently obsessed. Yes, it's a lot of makeup. Do you need this amount of makeup? No. But does it make your under eyes look flawless? Yes. So I'm going to do it. So I've just applied some cream concealer onto my brush. This is also the part where you can start cleaning up any lines or anything like that that you're not happy with. I'm using the Boing concealer from this little palette here that I've got, from Benefit. So I'm like just literally like just packing it on. Then I'm going to use a brush, and then I'll also use it to blend out this bottom part that's connecting to like the cheeks and the nose. This part I'm really making sure to dab and not swipe, because I don't want to disturb like my foundation underneath or anything like that. So I'm making sure I dab. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my Zoeva Face Shape Brush. This is the 110 brush. And again, while I'm tapping, I'm going to start to blend out the concealer underneath my eyes. Really make sure to dab. Okay, and then we're going to go into the liquid concealer portion, and this is the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. You know, if I run out of this, I'm definitely repurchasing this. I think this is so good, this concealer. And I feel like it's a million times better than the Tarte Shape Tape. The Tarte Shape Tape. The Tarte Shape Tape, although it's good and full coverage, I feel like it is too dry. And I don't like that at all. I might just use my foundation brush to just blend that out. I don't know, man, I feel like my under eyes look flawless. Like, yes, you can still see my bags, but you know what? It is what it is. It's my face. I can't do anything about it. Oh, another thing I like to do is I like to go in with this cream highlighter, the What's Up, and I'll just take it on my finger and apply that on top here, just on like the tops of my cheekbones. I don't do it, you know, really like perfect or anything like that, because I'm building up the layers. So I'm building it up, because obviously we're going to put some powder highlighter on, all that kind of stuff. So I just like to put a little bit of that, just to like, you know, provide that extra glow. Then I'll go in again and make sure it's all blended out and not just sitting on top of my skin. I'm then going to take my same concealer, the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, but it's in the shade Maple. And I'm just going to use a touch of this just to kind of bronze up my face. I don't really contour much anymore. Sometimes I do. I think it just depends how I feel, but I like that bronzy look. So we're just putting it, and then we're just going to blend it out. I'm just using the same foundation brush. I know it might seem like a lot of makeup, but doing stuff like this actually helps your makeup last longer, because you're sandwiching the products. Like, you're not just putting one layer on and then that's it, Bob's your uncle, Mary's your auntie. You're actually creating a foundation, and you're not actually using a lot of product at all. Although it might seem like you are, you're not. And believe you me, this will last you all day. Now time to powder and set. Now I'm going to do a little bake underneath my eyes. Just gonna tap out any slight creases. It will still crease, you know, it's your skin, whatevs. Now I'm using my my RCMA powder. I've just tipped it into the Born This Way packaging because I've ended up finishing that product, and I figured, well, I'm sick of using the bloody jar that the RCMA comes in. So I tip some out and I use it to hold my RCMA powder. But I am packing it underneath my eyes because we haven't finished with the eyeshadow just yet. So that's mainly where I'm going to be using this, and slightly on my smile lines. I'm going to zoom you guys in so we can finish the under eyes. Now, although this brush has a little bit of black on it, that's fine. I'm going to dip into the first two darker shades that we used in our outer crease. And I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes, quite heavily, I have to admit. And the leftover black just darkens it a touch. So I'm pretty much like just damping it on for now. And I'm going about halfway. Then I'm going to grab my Zoeva 224 Luxe Define Crease Brush. I'm going to go in with the Fancy That shade. Ooh. And I'm just going to start smoking that out. Again, I love a really smoky eye. And as you can see, I didn't bring the powder too far down underneath my eyes. That's because I love to smoke out my lower lash line. I feel like it kind of sets the concealer down there anyway, so there's no need for that extra product. For inner corner highlight, I'm just going to grab a brush. I'm going to use, actually I'm going to use Glam from the Tarte palette, this shimmer colour here, and hope to God that this looks okay. Oh yeah, that's perfect. It's just a soft, again I'd say cool tone, kind of champagne gold colour. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'll put a little bit on my brow bone as well. Now I'm going to dust off the powder because we're not going to do any more eyeshadow, so we might as well just dust it off. Alright, for bronzer I'm going to use, let me sort myself out here, the MAC and Aladdin one. It's actually a powder blush in Your Wish Is My Command. Looks like this, but I just use it as bronzer because it's, you know, about that shade. I'm just gonna dust that on. I'm also going to marry my eyeshadow up here with the bronzer so it all kind of like is cohesive. I've been really enjoying doing that. Okay, so we're just going to go into Warm Soul by MAC. Alright, highlighter time. We're going to go in with MAC or MAC Oh Darling, which is like so good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush that I'm actually using. I discovered that it's actually really quite good for applying highlighter and really just like blending it out. It's so good. Sorry, I'm using my mirror that's here just to apply that. I've been loving highlighter like right here on the bridge of my nose, in between my eyebrows. God knows why, but I think that looks gorge. And of course, above my brows, I'm going to spritz my face, and I'm just going to use the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. It's on its last legs, which also makes me very happy. Alright, so I think I'm going to go off camera and do my brows and apply my lashes and all that stuff. And then I'll come back, we'll do the lips, and then I'll show you guys the finished look. Okay, so brows, lashes are on. I also put like a nude in the waterline. So for lips, I'm going to do Strip Down by MAC, and then this Makeup Forever liquid lipstick in 107. I don't think it has a name, but it's a cool tone nude. So I'm going to outline my lips first. I'm just gonna colour my lips lightly with the pencil. Then I'll go in with the liquid lipstick. Trying to keep it really cool tone to go with the eyes, and I think paired with that warm lip liner, it'll go really nicely as well. That's a nice colour. Very grey tone nude. I need to put a lighter shade in the centre, I think. I'm just going to go in with Yash by MAC. I feel like that's better. I'm going to put some gloss, because you can't go wrong with gloss. And for that, I'm actually going to go in with the Ultra Glossy Lip by Shayla and Colourpop in Neat Freak. It's got like some really beautiful glitter reflex to it. Hate the fucking applicator though. Such a pretty gloss. I'm loving gloss at the moment, like obsessed. Oh, and lip oils, don't even. The NARS Orgasm lip oil is amazing. Oh, that is a glossy lip if I ever did see one. Just like to wipe the brush after I use it because I don't want to like have the colour from my lips just marinate in the gloss, you know what I mean? So I clean it off and then I put it back in, and literally that is the finished look. Let me put my hair down. What do we think? Is this holiday glam enough? Here's a close-up of the eyes as well. The glitter is just actually really giving me life. The one thing I do like about those glitters is that you don't need a base, like a glitter base, so you can just use your fingers. It does apply better with fingers, I'm not gonna lie. You just use your fingers, you pop it on, and away you go with life. It's brilliant. And I don't know, man, you might not like it, but I'm in love with the glossy lip lately. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the look and the video. Let me know what else you want to see. I have a lot of palettes that I have forgotten about because the way I've got them stacked is on top of each other. So I tend to like just grab the top ones. I've also got some up here as well that I forget about because it's not in my face. So let me know. Maybe I might have the palette. Well, not maybe, more than likely I will have the palette. Let's be real. And yeah, until the next one, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.